EP2 Peter McDowell. Thank you, George. Good evening, everybody.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Welcome. This is Solo P1. This is episode 2, the transfer talk, transfer rumors. We hadn't done a video in a couple of days, but we decided to do one now. It is 10:33 p.m., 12th of the 6th, 2024. And I hope if you're listening on YouTube or listening through the X, please smack that like button on YouTube. It really helps out the video. There's 3 of us today. Yes, there's 3 of us. There's me, and I'm going to bring in the next guest in a minute, called Red Racing. And I'm also going to bring in Total Hammer as well. But before I bring these guys in, remember, smack the like button, big us up, recommend to your friends, big up to everybody in the Liverpool community. We are a few days away from the Euros. The Euros is among us, well, upon us. And it's going to be an exciting tournament. I will be covering a lot of the matches. I'm going to try and cover all the England games. Obviously, I'm going to try and cover the French games, the Portuguese games, maybe the Spanish games, it's Italy in between. But I'm going to try and cover as much as I can. But my main priority is England and France for me, and Portugal as well. And yeah, because I think them 3 games are going to be the ones to watch. I think Portugal, a lot of people are sleeping on Portugal. A lot of people say it's going to be France winning the tournament or England, but don't sleep on Portugal. I think with a team with Cristiano Ronaldo and Joe Felix and Bernardo Silva, even though I'm not the biggest Bernardo Silva fan because obviously he plays for Man United and I don't think he plays that good for Man United. I believe that when it comes to his country, he always performs. So for me, Portugal is definitely a sleeping giant in my opinion. We've got chat already? Oh no, oh that's the bot. So I'm gonna bring in my co-cues, my partner in crime first, Toto Ama.
What's going on,
How's
man?
it going, Toto? Big
Yeah.
Toto.
Yeah.
Remember Bad Boys. Joe. Tell him something, Joe. How you
Yeah,
going, Toto? How you going, Toto?
it's going good, man. It's going good. Feeling well.
Sending me cryptic messages. Oh, big up, man. There you go. Philip Bidwell, big up, bro. Go on.
Yeah, feeling well. Feeling good.
So, how's it going, man? How's it going? How's it really going?
Yeah. They
Are
really
you excited for the tournament?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. No, England playing on Sunday. I'm definitely gonna be watching that game. Euro, no qualifiers, none of that anymore. It's proper Euros now. I think we're gonna get out of our group because I think we've got an easy group against Serbia, and even though we lost against Iceland, I still think we can come away with something. But look, football, anything can happen. Look.
We'll talk about the England game. Yeah. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, because we're gonna talk about because we ain't done a video on the England team, but we'll talk about that tomorrow, right? But big up to Toto. I'm gonna bring in my next guest. This guy's making his debut on the channel.
Yeah, man.
He's been a big follower of us, a big subscriber of us. He's been on the channel for a long time, always sending messages. And we finally got him on today. He's a young lad. His name is Red Racing. There you go. Big up, Red Racing. How's it going, bro?
Big up, man. How's it going?
Yeah. I like your background, by the way.
Yeah.
Classic. Douglas. But yeah, man, I'm liking that background. You need to send me that background. I like that.
Yeah.
So, this is your first time on the channel. Big up to the man then. They got Philip Bidwell. Look, give me praise already. There you go, the new guy.
Yeah, man.
There you go, see. So he's giving you praise. So how you doing, bro? So what you been up to? Welcome to the channel.
Well, glad to be on the show with you guys, and just been looking at some transfer news really. Been linked to Frimpong, Tar, and don't know how to say his name on the right, but I don't want to say it, I don't want to botch it, but
Yana Cuba. Let's go. I think it's Yana Cuba.
Minta.
I'll just say Yana Cuba. I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the second one. Forget it.
Yeah.
Minate. Is it Minte?
I don't even know how to say that.
Yeah. So what you been up to then, man? So what you think of England chances? I'll just ask Toto Hammer about England, about England's chances in the tournament. This is what I think anyway. I think that a lot of people are saying England are favourites or France, but I'm telling you now, don't sleep on Portugal. That's all I'm saying. Because I watched Portugal play yesterday. I know it was only a friendly, but I just watched Portugal just like Cristiano Ronaldo is playing like he was 20 when he was 25 years of age. Let's just call a spade a spade. Cristiano Ronaldo, he's smashing it. He's playing like a 25-year-old. This geezer don't even seem like he's slowing down. It seems like he's in his peak. This is his peak years. That's what it seems like. And that left footer that he scored yesterday was absolutely amazing. I think Portugal's going to go a long way. I haven't saw the Spanish team. Yeah, haven't saw the Spanish team. And I haven't really saw the Italian team. I know what the French team's got. I know what England's got. And I know what Portugal's got. And out of them three, I think the favourites for me, I think the favourites should be France. They've been there before. They won World Cup, won the Euros not that long ago, really. And I think that France is definitely, for me, should be the favourites. This England hasn't won anything since '66. So that's what I think anyway. But I think the second favourites, I think I'd put Portugal and England joint second, in my opinion. So who do you think is going to win the tournament? Who do you think is the favourites?
Well, Portugal look a bit scary at the minute. Yeah. Because their team's looking good. Joao Felix is very good. Got Ronaldo, and it's like they're saving him for the group stage now. I think he's going to start playing him, and now he's going to be cooking in that Portugal team. He's got good passing. He's got good passers behind him, like Bruno Fernandes. He plays in the camp. He plays number 10. And he's going to get. Bruno Fernandes will get them passes to him, and he'll just bang it. No, not.
Yeah, pause. Yeah. What I was saying, with Bruno Fernandes, I think he plays better for his country than he does for Man United.
Yeah.
I don't know why. He just does. So you get players like that over the years that play better for the country than the club, and you get some players that play better for the club and than the country. It's just. But I think Bruno Fernandes. I think when it gets to those big match situations, then you're going to start seeing the world class come out. You know, that's when you see people always talk about world class. Yeah, that term gets thrown away the football community too easily, in my opinion. Oh yeah, he's had 4 games, he's world class. Arsenal fans, oh look, Declan Rice has had 4 good games, he's world class, or he's on the way to be world class. Sorry, you have to be consistent for a couple of years, year in, year out, to even be considered world class. That's how it was 20 years ago, when you had people like Ronaldinho and you had people like Messi coming up, and you had people like R9 and people like that. Yeah, you don't get judged on one game, you get judged on consistency. So yeah, so who do you think is going to win the World Cup? Actually, I'm not going to ask you. We'll talk about that in the England stream tomorrow. But today we're here for the episode 2 of the transfers. Today came out that Jeremy Frimpong, my brother, Frimpong is being linked to Liverpool. I've got him on the FC24, right? I've had him on the game. I've sold him. I brought him back, sold him again because he keeps getting like cheaper and cheaper. I'm trying to sell him for better money, but finally I got him back in my team again. Jeremy Frimpong. For me, he's like a winger anyway. I know he's a right back or he's a right wing back, but he could definitely play that winger role. Maybe that's what Liverpool are doing. They want a winger and they want to bring in this new winger. Maybe it's going to be Jeremy Frimpong. But Jeremy Frimpong, for me, when I heard this news, I know it's only rumours. I'm going to bring it up on the screen. I know it's only rumours about Jeremy Frimpong. But at the end of the day, yeah, we're going to cover it because this is what this show's about. So, there you go. So, we've got Jeremy Frimpong. There's it on the screen now. So, I'm asking you, Toto, because you're the analysis man. What do you think of this?
Well, I ain't really. I think Frimpong, I know how good he is. He's a good player. He did decently in the Europa League, but he did get locked down by Edison, which was talking to him later.
Oh yeah,
he did get really locked down by Edison in that Europa League final, and because I just personally think Atalanta knew what they were doing against him. They're pressing really well. They were man marking really well. Frimpong couldn't really have nowhere to breathe, really. Didn't really have that freedom on the right-hand side like he usually does. But, look, for me, Frimpong, he can play everywhere on that right-hand side. He can play right back. But I don't really see him as a defensive right back. And I think that's why slot plays with wing backs, right backs and left backs do go up.
Slot. Yeah, okay. You think he would have fitted in with... Who was the other manager who's linked to? The Portuguese one. I forgot his name there. Yeah, you think he would have suited in that system?
He would have suited better. No, he would have suited better because
in that system, innit?
One of his primary positions is right mid. Right mid is his primary position, and when they play the 3-4-3, the right mid is basically a wing back, and that's what Frimpong is. So, if you had Ruben Amorim, we'll probably see Robbo in left mid and Frimpong in right mid because they are act as wing backs that come up and down the pitch. And it's a hard position to play. And with that position,
there's not many great ones in the world, really, is there? Not with a big name. I think Jeremy is a big name.
Of course, you've got a player like Cafu, right wing back.
He's the one who kind of started it.
Yeah. And with right wing backs, you see that they have to be fully concentrated at all times. As soon as they drop off, at least, for a split second, if they need to track back or not, that could cause a counter-attack. A team could be playing a long ball over the top. We don't know, right? It could always cause a counter-attack. But with Frimpong, when I see him play, especially in Europa Leagues, because when Europa League's on telly, when Bayer Leverkusen play, I usually switch between games. Say if it's half-time in Liverpool's game, go watch the Bayer Leverkusen game and see how he is. But Frimpong, for me, good player, good engine on the right-hand side.
We can make it work.
Because I personally think Gomez is the man for the right back. But
fair enough.
I think Gomez is the man for the right back because I personally think he provides more solid defensively because I don't think Frimpong is a right back. Even though he's not going to play like dead certain right back.
Yeah,
he's not a right back. He's more of a right midfielder or a right winger.
Yeah,
or something like that. With Gomez,
I got you.
I think with Gomez, he's more stable. I think he's more stability in defence. He can provide more stability in defence and going up. With Frimpong, he's more attacking minded. I don't see Frimpong going over there, defending. I see him staying up. This is why, with Slat's system, it works for us really, really well because we play a double pivot and Frimpong goes up. So we'll have we're 3 attacking mids, striker, 4-2-3-1. Yeah. Frimpong goes up, we'll have a 5 up front, and then we've got Trent going up just a little bit, but crewing off that right wing position. So Frimpong's up.
Next to McAllister.
Yeah. If Frimpong's up, Trent will be a deep line playmaker, putting the long balls over the top. And that's basically what Trent will do. And then if we lose possession, of course, Trent will cover off for Frimpong. And once Frimpong's tracked back, Trent will slowly make his way to the middle.
Which Frimpong will track back very quickly.
And then we're probably going to have like a six back basically. And we're going to have our left attacking mid come back on defense and a right attacking mid come back on defense. So we're going to have a really, really solid defensively. And of course, that striker up front will stay up front basically. Yeah. So
you like Frimpong at the club? You want him at the club, yeah? That's the impression I'm getting. Yeah. Exactly. I remember last season, Toto, that you was coming on here, and I remember we had a few people on the channel, and I remember you was coming out and you was saying that you wanted Frimpong, and I've got to admit, this time last season I didn't know much about him, but because when you started talking about Frimpong, I was like, you know what, I'm going to watch this guy, see what he's like, because I watched a bit of the German football, I watched him. And I thought he was brilliant. He weren't so good in the final because he got, because Fingy had him over, Edison. But overall, he's a brilliant player. And I think he would be a great asset to Liverpool if they brought him in. And Frimpong. These are the players that I want to be linked to. See these players? Because when you're linked to these kind of players, because I know Man United linked to him. Man United after. I'm not sure about Arsenal, but I know that Man United are interested in him as well. But if he's smart, he'd come to Liverpool because he'll see the project. If I was a player and I was coming in now from, say, Germany, I wouldn't want to go to a team like Man United at the moment. They're discombobulated. They're all over the place. They've got no structure. They've got nothing at the club. And we know that they're probably going to keep Ten Hag as well. I think it's official that they're going to keep Ten Hag. So it is what it is. But if I was Frimpong, I'd come to Liverpool, obviously, because I'm a Liverpool guy. So, Boy Livingston, he says on here, Boy Livingston defender Jimmy Frimpong has already dropped a hint surrounding a potential move to Liverpool amid speculation over his future. Frimpong scored 14 goals and provided 12 assists in 47 appearances across all competitions for Livingston during the 23/24 season. He helped them win the Bundesliga title in the first time in their history, having impressed on the right-hand side of the back four. So, look, we know, right? I'm going to come to you in a minute, Red Racing. We know. I said on this video last week, and I said it a few days ago, I think as well. If we want to get up, if we want to start doing our business, we're going to do it fast because if Frimpong, we know, I think it's 40 million, 38 to 40 million is get out clause contract or something. That's the number what's floating around. Yeah, so if he ever has a good tournament, that price is going to go up. You know that, don't you? You know the price is going to go up. So if Liverpool are interested, I hope that we that they're doing the business. I hope because we haven't heard from Slat or we haven't heard from Liverpool since Slat arrived 3 weeks ago. So I hope that they're doing all their business now behind the scenes, not like we did last season where everybody knew that we wanted a DM. And every time we went for a DM that was interested, everybody was overpricing it because they knew we was desperate for one. And then we ended up with Endo, and Endo was done the job. So, Red Racing, just briefly, if you want to, touch you, how long you want to speak for. What's your opinion? What's your opinion on Frimpong if we decided to bring him into Liverpool?
If we did bring him into Liverpool, I reckon he'd be a good fit into our team. Because Arne Slot plays a system. I think he plays a right mid. And I think Frimpong can play a right mid. So he'd be perfectly fitting into that system. And then maybe we can have like centre mid. Because I think we've got 2 cams. And then one left mid. 1 centre mid. So McAllister can play in the centre mid or cam. And the right back we could probably play Gomez. Centre back can have Van Dijk and Kanate. Left back play Robbo, and it's happy days really for
man.
He'd fit perfect.
I'll put him. To be fair though, I think he could play right wing as well.
Yeah.
You can play.
I think he could play right wing.
Can I get this lineup builder up so we can like see where Frimpong can actually go in the team?
Go on and bring up the lineup builder. I think he can play. I think he could play there. Go on, you can bring the lineup builder if you want. I think he could play there. Right wing. Yeah, big up, man. Let's go. So you go. You do the lineup. Do the lineup.
Yeah, so basically, of course, in goalkeeper, we'll have Ali. We'll have Alisson in goalkeeper, obviously, because, Alisson's not leaving Liverpool, is he? And I think on that, of course, this is going to be the right-hand side. Of course, if Frimpong does come to the club, we will have Frimpong on that side there because, and if you think about it, he could also come up just like that as well.
This is Arnie Slats formation, yeah.
Yeah, so let me put basically the starting lineup, and then I'll explain you a few tactics. Yeah. So left centre back, of course, going to be Virgil van Dijk. Right centre back, I think it's going to be either Konate or Kwanzaa. For me, I'll start Konate because, of course, he'll rotate with Kwanzaa, but Konate for me, even though Kwanzaa's had an amazing season, I still think Konate will be our main right. We'll
talk about Konate in a minute.
Of course, Robbo is going to be playing. Not Robbo. Robertson will be playing on that left back side. But of course, if we do buy, who can we buy? Anasio, for an example, he could also fit in there as well. But of course, right DM, it's going to be Trent, obviously.
Trent and McAllister.
Trent, and of course McAllister. Plus, we're going to have that Endo on the bench just waiting there so we can sub him on. We've got a good lineup so far. Of course, McAllister right there. Of course, we've got our 3 attacking mids and a striker. Our main striker for me will be, of course, Cody Gakpo up front. I might say Jota. But Jota, I just think he's just too injury prone for me. Left wing, I heard that Diaz is staying at the club. For me, I wouldn't start Diaz. I would start Nunes on the left-hand side. That's just me because, to me, I think Nunes is staying because of all these rumours coming out that I want to work with him. So I think Nunes will be on the left.
You think that's going to be our team then?
And then I think Sobo.
Yeah.
Sobo, how do you spell his name?
SZ.
SZO.
There you go. Thank you. So Bazalai there, and of course Salah will stay at the club. And
is he staying at the club? We don't know that either, but I know what you're saying. Far as we know,
Salah will stay at the club. So the way the system is going to work is that Bazalai will do what he can around there.
Yeah.
Of course, Salah will go there, and then
I don't think Salah's going to start as a right wing, bro. I think he's going to be more central.
He's going to be more central. This is where we're going to unlock him. Now,
I'm on about people saying that they might put him as just sitting behind Gakpo providing the balls.
Yeah. So as Frimpong goes up, so Bazalai will play around this area because he's free.
Yeah, where he's comfortable.
Of course, Salah will be more central. He will turn from a right winger to an attacking mid. And of course, Nunes will be coming up the wings with Frimpong, just like that. And of course, Nunes' assisting has been quite good this season. Not so much his finishing, but his assisting has been all right. Of course, Robbo will come up as well. But I think Robbo will stay back a bit. And then McAllister will go in there. So
to cover him off. Because Robbo, he's not going to do what Frimpong does, not at his age.
No. So, because Frimpong for me is just the ultimate winger for me.
Yeah, Frimpong, I know he's not as good as him, he's nowhere near as him, but he reminds me of like Roberto Carlos. How Roberto Carlos used to just run up the flanks and just whip the ball in. And that's what he seems like to me. You know what I'd love, right? I think Gakpo, I like the way you got that set up, and I think you're right to put Gakpo there in the middle because he's very tall. As that centre forward. Imagine Frimpong running up the wing now, whipping the ball into Gakpo, and Gakpo just go boom, like Haaland does.
Yeah.
You can see that, can't you, with Frimpong getting it? Yeah. He'd run up there and just whip the ball in. Or sometimes you'll have Trent there. He could whip the ball into Gakpo as well. He could be that De Bruyne role for us. But what's your thoughts on this red racing? What do you think of this? What do you think of this system here? Red racing. Oh, he's not there. Go on.
I'm back.
What do you think? What do you think of this system?
It looks like a good system, to be fair, because Salah's going to play central, of course.
Yeah.
And Frimpong's going to come up that flank because it's really fast. So he'll easily get up there. He'll probably square it to Salah. The tiki-taka in the middle is going to be insane, especially in the box. It's going to be very good. Gakpo, you know he's going to score every time, unlike Nunes, of course. But
God,
looks all right.
Yeah, I think the system is good, but of course Frimpong and Robbo will come at the left hand side, then Salah and Nunes will support Sobbo. So I think Sobbo will roam around that area to prevent any counter attacks because we kind of have Sobbo just there in the middle. Of course, playing that free role, he will take over that middle side. Of course, Trent will cover off that right back because he did play right back before, if you like it or not. And then McAllister will cover off that right hand side. Trent will cover off for Frimpong, and then McAllister will cover off a little bit for Robbo. And of course, Sobbo will control that area in case we do get counter attacked or if we do get played in the middle of the park. Sobbo will be there to cover. But as far if we do lose possession. Yeah, nice one, man. McAllister, of course, if we do lose possession, McAllister, Trent will go back in positions. Frimpong, Robbo will come back. Nunes will come back. Salah will come back. So we'll basically defend.
Yeah, just go back to defence. I know. It's just going to be one of them where we go for it, and at least we don't get hit on the counter like we were doing last season. Because that was our problem last season. We just get, every time, our spine of our team, you could just run for our midfield.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand why. But if we go with that system, I think we'll be good.
And I think
we'll be good.
Sorry for cutting you solo.
That's some German 2000 defence, that is.
So we'll basically defend in a 4-5-1. And we all know, because Gakpo will stay forward, because I don't want Gakpo to come back in defence.
No.
He can help a little bit, but Salah will come back, Nunes will come back, McAllister, Trent will come to the end position, and Sobbo can go anywhere around this area.
And that's how we like playing, just like when he played for Hungary.
Yeah.
That's how we like playing, I know. So, we're going to get back to the great analysis there by Total Hammer, as always. This is why it's part of the show. Keep It Sports, joint operator of this channel. So, let's get onto these. We'll talk about Frimpong now. We all agree that Frimpong, we want him at Liverpool. Done. So, let's move on to Joe Gomez. There's been loads of rumours around the last few days about Joe Gomez. About Joe Gomez regarding maybe a potential move to PSG, a potential move to certain, maybe Bayern Munich, I don't know. But there's rumours about him might move. For me, I'm Joe Gomez. I don't want Joe Gomez to leave Liverpool. I think last season, he was probably our best player because a lot of people are going to think, how could Gomez be your best player? Yeah, I think he was. Because the reason why I'm saying this is when Robbo got injured, when Trent got injured, he covered Trent. When Tsimikas got injured, he covered Tsimikas. He covered Robbo. He played a lot of football last season, Joe Gomez. A lot of football. And with Joe Gomez, he's not kind of a player that gets injured a lot. He stays in the game. He played a lot of football last season. And I think that Gomez is a very versatile player. He can play left back, right back, and centre back as well. Yeah. So a player like that we need to hang on to and he needs regular football. For me, I want to see Gomez on the left back. I wouldn't mind seeing on the left back to fit him instead of Robbo. And I said I remember last season I did say I liked him on the right, but he did play good on the left as well. Because we've got Frimpong. If we have got Frimpong coming in, I think Gomez will be good on the left-hand side, in my opinion. I'd rather have Gomez start instead of Robbo. I know you like Robbo, Toto. I know you got the thing for Robbo. Yeah. Not a thing for Robbo, pause, but I know you like Robbo. I like Robbo as well, but I think Gomez would be more suited on the left-hand side, in my opinion, instead of Robbo. what's your opinion on that, Red Racing? What do you think of Gomez potential leaving Liverpool? Do you want him to move, and what do you think of Gomez?
No, I don't want Gomez to leave because the thing is, right, I'd rather play Gomez on the right back instead of playing Frimpong on the right. I say start Frimpong, bench Salah because he's getting a bit old. Yeah. So
no, I'm on about Gomez now.
Yeah, but I prefer Gomez
over Robbo.
Right back.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because we can start Ibru then.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He's actually really good for our starting 11. And
yeah.
So
you said that you'd bench Salah and put Frimpong there, and then you'd put Gomez in right back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a good one. You
could also say as well, Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley is.
Yeah, what about Conor Bradley?
Like, if you think about this, he has scored 3 goals for Scotland. He's had 3 games and he scored 3. And now for a right back, that is really, really good. It's more than good. It's way over than good. It's beyond his limits. Right, 3 goals in 3 games for a right back, right wing back. He could also play as well. I don't think he's more versatile than Frimpong. Of course, I think Frimpong is not a right back for me. Conor Bradley's more of a right back for me. Gomez is more of a right back for me. And of course, you got Trent is not a right back, he's now a midfielder. So,
of course,
Conor Bradley, I think Gomez or Conor Bradley. To me, I'll still start Gomez because I think he's more. I think Gomez can. I think he's more defensive-minded player. I don't see. Yeah, of course you see Gomez going inverted. Got Gomez going inverted. A lot of the times last season when Trent was off or injured, Gomez always filled in for the inverted role. But I would still start Gomez over Conor Bradley, but you could also say Conor Bradley can start with Gomez because Bradley can go up and he can also track back as well. So, it's that choice of right backs. Of course, I think if Frimpong does come to the club, he will more likely play in a right wing back position. Because of course in slot system, right back, left back go up. We've already gone through all that. And I think Salah will suit more this system because as he's getting older, I think he needs to start moving more central.
Personally, I don't know how you but Red Racing, I want to hear your opinion on it. So you want Gomez, you want Gomez in right back, and you want Frimpong to go. So you would keep Gomez at the club, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. So, look, with Salah, I've said it before, and however I say it, is people going to say, "Oh, you disrespect." No, listen. I think Salah should be sold. I heard people on big platforms saying Salah should go on a free transfer, and I just couldn't fathom the stupidity of that. Why would you want one of the best players in the world, in world football? He's in the top 10, one of the best players in world football. Why would you want to let him go on a free? Because it's respect for Salah. I'm sorry, it's about the yen. It's about the cash. Liverpool, look, if we want to buy a world-class winger, which I hopefully that these mans at Liverpool now are gonna buy a world-class winger, because we need one, unless you're playing Frimpong in that right wing, depends. But if you're not playing Frimpong in that right wing, we need a world-class winger. And if you want to buy a world-class winger, you sell Salah. I don't know if he wants to go to Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure if he wants to go to Real Madrid. I don't know if he's going to go to Barcelona. Listen, he could go to any club he wants. Let's face it, Mohamed Salah could go to any club he wants. If you're gonna get rid of Salah, you get the money and use that big money to buy a world-class winger. I don't understand how hard it is. I just don't know how. It's so simple. Sell Salah, buy the world-class winger to replace him.
Salah.
It's simple. Go.
I think, on your thumbnail, you have got Yankuba Minteh. He plays for Feyenoord.
That's why I put him up there.
It's Arne Slot's former club, right? And I think Yeah, I think I've got his stats on this transfer market thing. Of course, the website you guys all know. I've got Mintez's stats. He has had 20 GA in about 31 games. Of course, he's won the Dutch Cup. He's 19 years old, so really, really young. He plays for his national club, which is
Ghana. Put him on there.
Yeah. His current international club is Gambia. Of course, 27 appearances, 10 goals, assists.
Yeah.
So he's got 16 GA in 27 games. And of course, he looks more of an assister. And if you can look at his positions, he can play right wing,
exactly,
and left wing, and attacking midfielder. So he can also play.
Klopp would love him. Klopp would love him.
Yeah, you could also play Sabo position.
You know how Klopp likes to play, but can play different positions. Pause.
Yeah. But look, it makes sense what Arne wants him. Former club, plus the system he played at Fanewood was a 4-2-3-1. And that's where he played either attacking mid or right attacking mid. He can play anywhere. He can basically play anywhere up front except for a striker. He's a versatile player. You can also play midfield if he wants to, because attacking midfielder. You could also have a 10 up there. You could stick him in there as well. Not so much his goal participants, but he's more of an assister for me. It looks like from here. His contract expires at 2028, but I'm sure we can buy him out of a release clause maybe or a fee. He's 16 million, so really, really cheap. But I'm sure that Fame would.
But I want better than him now. Still, I'm not saying he's a good player, but we need to bring someone in, because look, if Salah doesn't sign a contract or an extension, right, he's going on a free. That's it. He's going on a free because his contract runs out next year. So we either, if we don't get nothing nailed down, Liverpool. Look, for me, Edwards ain't gonna let Salah go on the free. I don't think he will. He ain't gonna let Finky go on the free.
Who? Yes, I don't think that we should put Salah on the free. There's absolutely no point, really. How much money we can get from him. You've got offers from Saudi Arabia, coming in from like Al Ittihad from Saudi Arabia, Al Atifaki or Al, I don't know how to pronounce their clubs, Al Ittihad or Al Nassr. They all want Salah for records on like 150 million, 200 million. Yeah, big money. If we can get that money, you know how much players we could buy for 200 million. That's like Mbappe like money. I'm not saying we're going to get Mbappe, but that's Mbappe like money, 200 plus million. Plus, we've got the add-ons as well, which will come to the club funds. Of course, FSG will probably take half of that for their own. But say we come away about 130 million, 150 million, 100 million. We can go spend that on one world-class winger, like Zebrini Jr., for an example. But I think he'll be saying that Real Madrid won't. I don't think we'll be getting him. Rodrigo for Real Madrid, which I really, really love at the club. So, yeah.
Okay, what we're going to do now, we're going to move on to the next one that we're going to do, Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah has been linked to Liverpool for a while now. We know that Liverpool are talking about our centre-back, another centre-back to replace Matip. I want to put Red Racing onto this one first. Jonathan Tah, we know, is a good defender, plays for Bayern Livingston. And again, if we brought him in with Frimpong, there'd be a nice, good little link-up because they played on the same team together. So that makes sense. So just briefly, because I think Red Racing has to go in a minute, I'm going to come to you first. Red Racing, what do you think of Jonathan Tah? And apart from his FIFA stats. I was joking.
Yeah, but
I've got him on my team as well.
If we do get Jonathan Tah and if we do get Frimpong, that'll be, as you saying earlier, it'd be a very good link-up. And to be fair, I'm going to be honest with you all. I don't think we're going to get Frimpong. The only two players that we're going to get on there is Tah and the geezer on the right. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But Tah is 50%.
Yeah.
50% that he's going to join Liverpool. I know Tah is going to be joining Liverpool. And maybe on the right, maybe. But I know definitely that Tah is going to be joining Liverpool. And
so you want him at the club?
Yeah. He'll fit into our system. We can probably sell... I wouldn't sell Gomez still, but we'll have a lot of centre-backs then. We can play around with pause anyway. But yeah.
Go on.
But yeah, I reckon he'll fit into our system.
Yeah. So why don't you think? Why don't you think that Frimpong was going to come to Liverpool? I'm trying to hold that hope, man. I just, if I could pick any player to come to Liverpool now, it'd be Frimpong. Just to get just to get Trent in midfield. You bring in Frimpong. That's a message to say, yeah, Trent, you're going into midfield, isn't it? Think about it. They're not going to bring Frimpong. You know what I mean? You bring him in. Yeah. Look, we're going to have, like you said, we're going to have Gomez as an option, maybe as a right back. We're going to have Frimpong. If Frimpong comes as a right back, we're going to have Conor Bradley as a right back. It's going to be stacked. I don't think Trent's going to be a right back if Frimpong comes in. That's a message to say, you know what? We're here, especially if Trent has a good tournament in England. If Trent has a good tournament in England and in midfield and bags a couple of goals, it'd be criminal to bring Trent back to go in right back. It'd be criminal. That's just my opinion. But I'll get you want Jonathan Tah to come, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a bad boy defender still.
The problem is now we're going to have so much centre backs and we don't know what to do with them. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And back to Frimpong again. I'm on this website, and it's saying Man U, Bayern Munich, Chelsea, and Man United. I don't see no Liverpool on there, and I think he's too big of a player to come to Liverpool.
You think?
Yeah.
No way.
No. The thing is with Frimpong that I don't think he's like. Of course, he's a good player, but I don't think he's like.
He's not a big player. He's not a famous player.
He's not like a big player.
He's
not like a big player. Yeah. He's not like a big player like likes Mbappe or Haaland or something like that.
No, this was today. Look, today there. I agree. Red Racing, I agree with you on the Man United thing, yeah. That I know is linked to Man United because I think I mentioned that earlier. And I think Chelsea. But if you was Frimpong, that's what I said. If you was Frimpong, yeah, and you was linked to them three teams, I'm not just saying it because I'm a Liverpool fan. If we see Frimpong, you link to them players, link to them teams. I'm picking Liverpool. One, I'm not picking Man United because they're not stable. Chelsea is definitely not stable. They get rid of managers 2 times a year, right? The club's all over the place. They just sacked a manager who I think they shouldn't have sacked. They should have kept Pochettino. Pochettino was finally building something at Chelsea. He brought him up in the league, got him into flipping the Europa or whatever it is, or the conference. So what did they go and do? Go sack the manager. You know. Now, for me, look at Caicedo. Caicedo can't get a game. They spent over 100 million for him. They can't get a game. I think Frimpong would suit Liverpool, and I still think there's a chance that he comes. There's a lot of big Liverpool channels saying they don't want Frimpong at the club, you know, which I'm very shocked about. But it is what it is. So you get it headed off now, Red Racing?
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us today. Remember to drop the like on his channel. Remember to smack that like button, Red Racing. Thanks for coming on the channel today, bro. Big up, man. Big up. You've been a good one. Big one. Yeah, bro. Bye-bye.
Big up. Bye.
So let's get back to this one now. So let's go. That's it, man. That's it, really. That's all I want to talk about, really. That's the thing about Frimpong. You got anything to say, Toto, on this video?
I'll say that I think out of all them 3 signings, I think we're definitely starting to gone, right? Because it's from Arne Slot former club, and I think Arne Slot will really want him in a club. Of course, it's up to Edwards, and of course all that. Jonathan Tah, he can play left centre back and right centre back, but he only can play centre back. So not really much versatility, but of course we need some extra centre back. We can't just be starting João Quansah, young player like that, and I think that's why João Quansah will be sticking, playing with the under 21 England, because look, he's only young, man. He's really, really young. We don't want to waste him, and yeah. So
you think if we bring in Jonathan Tah, that's a kind of a, because you know that what's his name? Konate has been rumoured to be leaving Liverpool as well. There's rumours that he might leave Liverpool. That if an offer comes up, we don't know. But you think actually linked to Jonathan Tah, that's kind of a message to say, we're not really interested in Konate anymore. Maybe we'd let Konate go. Or do you think it's like basically a Matip replacement? Because I know we're just like Matip.
Yeah,
we need
because
defenders, man.
We'll need another centre back because we can't be leaking goals.
No. Or injuries as well.
Exactly. So we need someone to cover for injuries. I think I start in centre back because still, I think Van Dijk and Konate, but I think Tah will rotate. But I'm not sure Tah will want to be benched that much. But of course, he will rotate with Konate. He'll rotate Van Dijk. No, I don't think anyone rotates with Van Dijk, really. Van Dijk's in the starting 11.
Maybe that's what we need to start doing, you know? Maybe that's why we're bringing in Jonathan Tah. Maybe we need to rotate Van Dijk sometimes because, look, Van Dijk's not the youngest man. I think he's 32, 33 now, isn't he? Van Dijk. So he's not the youngest man now. So maybe bringing in Jonathan Tah, if we do bring in Jonathan Tah, that might be a chance to rotate Van Dijk. You know, it could be. If you want to prolong his career longer, you know. Because would you want Van Dijk starting every single game?
No.
Because eventually it will catch up with him, you get me? So he can start again, rotate him, maybe in cup games. You know, when we get to cup games, don't play Van Dijk, you know, the early ones. Play someone else. That's what we need, that extra defender. And I think when we lost Matip last season, you know, through injury, it was a shame. And I think that really cost us because he was just back into form. It was a bit like the prime Matip, not as good as prime Matip, but he was nearly there. And then he got injured. It was a shame. And I knew when he got injured, that was it for him. We was never going to see him again and play in Liverpool shirt. I knew it, man. It was a shame because I really like Matip. I think Matip is a really good defender. Really, really good. Yeah, so that's it, Brian. Anything else to say before we head off?
Yeah, I just think that Liverpool's in good hands. I think we can
hopefully
do good next season because I'm liking the defensive structure of Arne Slot. I'm not sure this is the bias. I know. Arne Slot ain't really been in the interview. I don't know about my biasness about it, like me being a defender and I like defense. I like the way, you know. No, I just like the way that how our defensive structure is when we trap the ball back or when the whole team traps back, we lose possession. I like the defensive structure a bit. 4-5-1, you can't really go wrong. Really, really tight defending.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like the system so far. I don't like the system. Not sure about the manager. The manager, you know, looks good for Liverpool, and I think the system looks good for Liverpool. But you know, he hasn't provided no interviews yet. No, nothing. Usually, like, say a new player comes to the club, like Ryan Gravenberch, for an example. On the day, he provides an interview and that. But when Arne Slot comes to the club, we don't really see any press conference, you know, and it's a bit weird in my book.
It's a bit weird.
But let's just see how it is.
Let's see how it is, man. Yeah, man, that's how it is. I'm just trying to look at some players on it. I'm just looking through. Oh, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, man, we'll see how it goes. I think Liverpool will be in good hands. I've got no opinion on. Look, I'm starting to see people saying Arne Slot out already, which I think is just absolutely ridiculous. No. The man hasn't even spoke one word, and people are saying, "Oh, I want him out already." Typical reactional Liverpool fans, which I despise. People just react so fast. Give the man a chance, okay? I know Klopp was their hero and he was our hero. But at the end of the day, Klopp is he's left, he's gone. He's doing his thing. And so we need to look to the future. And I will back Arne Slot until I need not to. You know? Yeah. One of them. I will back him as Liverpool manager until he proves me wrong, proves me right, or whatever it is. So I'm gonna be heading off now. We'll be back tomorrow. We're doing a video tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the England team. It's all going to be about the England team tomorrow. Who we should pick, who we want as Liverpool. We're going to get the map up. We're going to get all the map up or everything, and then we're going to pick the England team. We're going to go old school, and we're going to pick the England team and who we should have went, who we thought should have went to England. I'll say one thing before we leave. I think not bringing Grealish was a mistake, in my opinion. That's just what I think. What before we go?
Yeah, I think that, you know, there's a few mistakes that Southgate made, but of course he said in his interview, nice and simple. Some players just had better seasons, which I do agree with him. Grealish didn't really have, you know, he had a good season. I think I think Grealish is better than Foden, but of course there's an argument there that Foden's better. There's a big, massive argument there. But to me, I think Grealish, you know, he's better, and I think he provides more. I think Foden isn't really a winger. He's more of a 10. I think Foden's more of a 10, in my opinion. I think Grealish is a better winger. You know, he's skillful. He can make something happen.
Look, exactly. He can make stuff happen. He can make stuff happen, and he doesn't. Look, the man can make stuff happen. Yeah. And so, all right, he didn't have the best seasons, right? He didn't have the best seasons. But at the end of the day, right, when it comes to the England World Cup, he will show up, man. It's a guy like you can bring off the bench, and he can just change the game just like that. Look, another guy for me, I think it was criminal. I just don't think they should have took Anthony Gordon. I think Anthony Gordon has just got all pace, and that's it. He's just a pace man.
Anthony Gordon
He's a pace man.
He's quick, but
yeah.
Grealish, Anthony Gordon over Grealish, no way. Because I think Grealish, when he's on that left-hand side, he can slow down defenders. Like he can be running fast. But all of a sudden, it could be an instant stop, and defenders can be caught off guard. He slows down the play, for defenders, and defenders hate that. Defenders like a good one-on-one where they just can constantly jockeying them. But what defenders hate is tricky wingers, and Grealish is one of them. Grealish is a tricky winger.
That's what I'm saying. So I think this is what I think, in my opinion, right? He's good, like running. He's got the pace, like you say. There's no end product. But I know he scored goals and he had a good season with Newcastle. But for England, it's a different level, man. It's a different level when you're playing on a big international stage. It's a next level. He didn't really do nothing for Newcastle in the Champions League, in my opinion. I don't think Grealish should have been there. I think Grealish has got more experience, and I think Grealish would have turned up for England. And it was just a travesty not bringing him. Anthony Gordon, I wouldn't have picked him. No disrespect, I just wouldn't have picked him. I just wouldn't have. But it is what it is. The only thing with England, I think the defence look a bit weak. That's where we're going to leak, is the defence. I think it's vulnerable. We'll get through the group stages. But I think we're vulnerable to attack at the back, and hopefully when we meet them big teams like France or Italy and Spain and Portugal, they will expose our defense if there is a weakness. But I think there's a slight chink to our armor and defense and Toto.
Yeah, I think our defense is good. I think we like Sir John Stones and all that. Our defense is all right, but because we like Sir Lewis Dunk, which is, he's good for Brighton, big centre back. I'm all right to have him. Of course, he's got Konza, which I haven't heard of. Heard of Konza. Joe Gomez is good. I'm glad that we've got Joe Gomez, not just because I'm a Liverpool fan, as a neutral, as an England fan. I'm speaking from an England fan. Joe Gomez is really, really good for us. Can play anywhere at the back. If there's injuries, if there's any stoppages, if there's a player coming off, bring Gomez on, he'll play anywhere at the back.
We'll do all this. Yeah, we'll do all this. We're going to do all this tomorrow. We're going to do a video tomorrow. We're going to talk about the English squad. We're going to have it on the map. I'm actually downloading the players now, the PNG players, so we can get it all ready for tomorrow. I'm going to do our starting 11 and who we think should come on in subs. I'm going to do the whole lot tomorrow, the England preview, because the tournament starts in less than 2 days now. So I can't wait. So let's get that sorted. So Toto, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for your great analysis always. Big up to Red Rating as well. Remember to go subscribe to him and go subscribe to Toto. This is our channel, Keep It Sports. Big up to everybody. And before we go, we're going to say goodbye. Say sponsor is Kurgan. There you go. That's the sponsor. And there you go. So we are going. See you later, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
5, 4, 3,